How many remember Kr3w? In the mid-2000s, during the golden era of streetwear, Kr3w was one of the more based brands on the market. They focused on quality over flash, and as a result, were able to carve out a lane and ingratiate tons of fans. But over the years, they have seemed to have disappeared from the earth. Ever wonder why that is? Well, let's find out. I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com, and this is the rise and fall of Kr3w. But before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button for me. I know I run through this spiel every video, but liking and sharing the videos are the best way to get the YouTube algorithms to notice us and in turn suggest us to more people. But now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right in. Kr3w was created by the same guy that created Supra sneakers, Angel Kr3w. I honestly forgot about this and only remembered while doing the Supra video that we dropped a few weeks ago. I said that I had to do a video on Kr3w because they were always one of my favorite brands back in the day. So if you saw the Supra video, then the beginning would be pretty much the same considering it's the same guy. Angel Kr3w grew up in Orange County, California, where he developed a love for skateboarding. He realized early that he wasn't cut out to work for others, so he decided to try his hand at his own brand. His first venture was TSA, which stands for Team Santa Ana. TSA lasted for about 10 years before Angel broke ties with his old business partners and moved on. Angel learned a lot about the business through his experience with TSA, and in 2002, he found his next venture, Kr3w. He also decided that it'd be better to cut out the middleman, so he would launch his own distribution company as well, known as One Distributions. It was important to Angel that his new endeavor followed a solid formula of making simple, effective clothing for skaters, made by skaters. Similar to the Team Santa Ana philosophy, yet with a more effective company infrastructure and efficient, productive team of specialists running their particular areas of expertise. Kr3w apparel originally started like most streetwear brands of the day. That's to say with t-shirts and hats. But after Angel noticed skateboarders wearing brand name jeans that had contributed nothing to the sport, he decided to start producing denim as well. Angel teamed up with professional skater Evan Hernandez with the goal of creating a brand that real skaters could truly respect. Shortly after launching the brand, they brought together a skate team featuring Andrew Reynolds, Eric Ellington, Tom Penny, Anthony Mosley, Evan Hernandez, Trainwreck, Jimmy Greco, and Greg Myers. According to Angel, Kr3w gave his riders creative control over their own gear. They would tell Angel what they wanted, and Kr3w tried to make it as exact as possible. They ran different cuts from the Tom Penny baggy feel to the Andrew Reynolds fitted look. Skateboarding is fueled on creativity and personality, and Kr3w was offering its riders the ability to express themselves through their signature series of clothing. In a highly diversified skateboarding market, Kr3w tried to innovate and create products that were both functional and fashionable, the two make or break traits that skaters seek in their clothing. Some even say that it was Kr3w that made the whole skinny jean trend cool. And I don't know if I really agree with that totally, but now that I think about it, they were at least one of the first brands to make the look popular in the early 2000s. Make of that what you will. The original plan was to make Kr3w footwear, but Angel realized that this would be a conflict of interest for people he worked with, so in 2006, he made a whole new company which he named Supra Footwear instead. Kr3w and Supra complemented each other so much, yet they were clearly different entities. Sometimes when twin brands exist, the creators find it difficult to give each one its own identity. But the guys at Kr3w were masters of separating each brand while still sharing an aesthetical connection. And at the time, I didn't even know that the two brands were owned by the same people. I mean, I liked Kr3w and I liked Supra, and I often paired them together, all while being completely ignorant of their sisterhood. Kr3w was a staple in skate shops, and they also sold on their own website, but the biggest online presence for them came from Kr3w. And if you remember Kr3w or you saw my video on them, then you know that Kr3w was one of their premier brands. With the prime digital real estate that they enjoyed on Kr3w, they were able to tap into a whole new fan base of non-skaters and general streetwear enthusiasts. Although Kr3w didn't get the commercial attention that Supra did, they had a strong core fan base who liked the brand for its quality and style. However, in 2010, they did do a collab with their two brands. The result was the Supra by Kr3w franchise pack, which came with a pair of Supra Vader high tops done in Kr3w's 11-ounce slub denim, along with a matching snapback and a bandana. Kr3w and Supra were at the top of their game. The latter was being worn by everybody from skaters to hypebeasts to celebrities, and the former, Kr3w, was highly respected in the skate world as well as in the street fashion industry as a whole. Angel had left his first brand, TSA, to start another with Kr3w. He ran a skate team, and when he decided to create sneakers, he came up with Supra, and all of them have been a success. With both Kr3w and Supra, Angel had helped shape an era of fashion. And if someone had made a time capsule of the mid-2000s, then it would definitely have to include a pair of Supras and a pair of Kr3w jeans. And perhaps sensing that he was at the top of the mountain, having finally reached the long sought-after peak that he had strived so hard to crest, he felt what better time than to step away when you're at the top of your game. So in 2012, both Kr3w and Supra were sold by its parent company, One Industries, to footwear conglomerate Kr3w. Kr3w was looking to expand their portfolio after being acquired by Korean giant Elan in January of 2013. And I believe that the new owners of Kr3w, realizing that Kr3w were long out of there, wanted to latch on to a hot new item of the day. They also wanted to break into the skate market because they saw that it was at the height of its popularity at the time. But the thing about this is, Kr3w in no way represented what Kr3w and Supra were about, what they were created by, and the reason that people loved them in the first place. Angel's main driving principle for creating Kr3w was to make quality jeans for skaters that were made by a company that loved and supported them. Both Kr3w and Supra were originally designed by guys who actively skated and loved the lifestyle. The research and development came from out in the field, and they were tried and true. But for Kr3w, both brands were nothing more than some trendy new thing that the kids were into, and they saw it as a chance to simply try and make some money. Under Kr3w's ownership, Supra began to lose its identity. The brand was no longer run by skaters, and its shoes became less and less popular among the community. And I don't even think they ever knew what to do with Kr3w. I mean, in my opinion, they really just wanted Supra, considering they were a sneaker brand, and Kr3w kind of just came along as a package deal. I say this because they never even seemed to try much to keep Kr3w going, so it didn't take long before things began to fall apart. In 2016, things came to a head when Kr3w announced that they were shutting down both Kr3w and Supra's operations. Supra was sold and relaunched under new ownership of authentic brand groups, but sadly, Kr3w didn't survive. Supra's new owners have kept Supra going till this day, branching out into clothes as well, but Kr3w seem to have been left behind. The website is closed, and the only places you can find the pieces these days are on the secondary market like eBay or Etsy. The Kr3w Instagram page is still up, but it hasn't been updated in a while. It's almost fitting that Kr3w no longer exists. I mean, it was a product of its time, and perhaps it would be like an ancient Roman gladiator in modern times, being forced to work in a corporate environment. It just wouldn't fit in. Or perhaps in an alternate universe, Kr3w was bought by owners who actually loved and respected the culture the way Angel did, and they evolved it into the new era. But hey, I guess we'll never know. What do you think? Were you a fan of Kr3w? Do you still own any of the stuff today? Hit us in the comment section and let us know. Also, if you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to smash the like button for us. Liking and sharing the video is the best way to help us to continue to grow as a channel. And if you want to be updated every time we drop a new video, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell. This way you will be dinged whenever a new episode drops. But with that being said, I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com signing out. Until next time, peace.